Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to LMC Varsity Sports presentation of Boys Varsity Basketball. With Tom Sacco, I'm Steven Estes, coming to you from Mamaroneck High School. We're very excited to bring you this regular season action, Mamaroneck versus Ossining. The Ossining Pride comes into the season at 2-4. Mamaroneck 5-0, one of their better starts in many years, and they've played this Ossining team before, having beaten them earlier in the season. Tom, how do you see this game going?
Well, they had a pretty convincing victory last time in the Sleepy Hollow tournament against this team. As we know, it is more difficult to beat a team the second time around, so I think this is going to be a little bit closer than that. I believe they won by 13 last game, so I think it's going to be a close game.
It's been a fantastic start to the season, and we'll be back in just a moment with the opening tip.
Senior number 4, Maurice Walker. Senior number 5, Nas China. Junior number 12, Jordan Smith. Coached by Mike Casey, assisted by Brandon Traeger, Eric Lengers, Joe Hazen, and Alex Lengers. And now the starting lineup for your Tigers. Matt Senior, front captain, number 3, Ethan Renner. Senior, number 5, Gavin. Senior number 20, James Smith. At guard, 5'11" senior number 21, Tommy Martin. And at forward, 6'5" senior, tri-captain, number 24, Will Carter. Tigers are coached by Larry Carter Jr. He's assisted by Mamaroneck, Greg Cuddy, and Robert Curry.
So here we are for the opening tip at Mamaroneck High School. Will Sharkesy will be tipping against Maurice Walker, senior forward. Walker puts it into the front court, and it is tapped out by Mark DeAngelis. So Mamaroneck will get the first possession. Ossining in a 3-quarter press. Mamaroneck has been extremely successful in breaking down the press, and there you see Zanghini get the ball into Martin. His shot is no good. It is knocked out by Walker, and Mamaroneck will retain possession, 23 on the shot clock.
It was a good look with that pass into traffic. They opened up the hole there, but the shot just didn't fall.
Great job by Zanghini getting the ball into Sharkesy. First attempt no good, second one no good, tapped out. Once again, Mamaroneck ball, and they have a new shot clock. Mamaroneck's ball movement has been fantastic to start the season. They struggled a little bit with their shooting against Carmel, but just a illustration of how good they are as a team, as Tommy Martin does a great job knocking the ball away and diving to the ground, trying for the steal, deflects it out. It is still Ossining ball.
It was a great hustle play there. I mean, he gave up the body for that one, but just couldn't really hold on. But a great defensive play nonetheless.
Coach Carver prides himself on his teams being known for their conditioning and defensive intensity. As Jaden Carr puts the shot up, and it is an air ball. Foul called as Shane Smith does what he does, coming down with the rebound, and Walker picks up the foul.
You mentioned their conditioning that Coach Carver prides himself on. That's something you need to have if you're only going to go, 8 deep as they do.
Absolutely right, Tom. And they do only go 8 deep because of that conditioning. They can go deeper on their bench if necessary. But Carver has found a magical rotation here as Sharkisy puts the ball up and in for the first points of the game. DeAngelis with the ball in the left wing. Throws it away. Zangini has it. He is fouled by Jordan Smith. And 2 quick fouls by Ossining.
Seemed like a bit of a miscommunication there. I think one of the other Ossining players thought that pass was to them. He sort of tipped it out of the trajectory of the other teammate, and I think that's what resulted in that errant pass there.
You are correct. So a little disarray favors Mamaroneck here in the beginning. Renner, the quarterback of the team, a fantastic passer and shooter. Zangini in the corner for 3, splash! Good job there by Carr driving to the lane. Sharkisy with the foul, and Carr will be at the line for 2.
We're seeing some of that good ball movement we talked about a few moments ago. A couple passes and found the wide open man in the corner there.
Carr makes the first one. 6:18 to go in the first. It is 5-1 Mamaroneck. Misses the second, and Tommy Martin has it, gets it to his point guard. Renner brings it across the timeline. Smith over to Zangini in the corner. This time short, rebounded by Carr, and they come the other way. Walker has it up top, swings it over to DeAngelis, and the 3 is good. Cuts it to a 1-point lead.
Both teams not hesitant so far to pull the trigger from 3 this far. It's worked out pretty well for them so far.
Zangini with the ball in the lane, gets tied up, and jump ball is the call. Possession arrow to Ossining. A little bit of confusion there as the referee pointed Mamaroneck's way. So Renner starts calling out the inbound play, only to be turned away as the referee corrects his call. Ossining now in the front court. Jordan Smith gets it to Naz Shylon, and now it is Walker with the shot, no good. He deflects his own rebound attempt out of bounds, and Mamaroneck with possession. Soft press here as Walker is at midcourt. They get it to Tommy Martin. Takes the contact from behind. The runner in the lane, no good. Zangini with the offensive rebound, and he is fouled.
It's a good choice to go with the floater there. It would have looked real nice had it fallen, but I think that was the smart play.
Tommy Martin is a very fluid player, Tom, and he has fantastic ability. He just needs to find his consistency early in the game, and then you can see it rolling throughout the game. Beyond that, Sharkisy is short with the shot from 3. Here comes Walker the other way. Good pass down low to Shylon. Gets it outside to Smith. And now DeAngelis gets it over to Carr. And they set up their offense again. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Great denial by Tommy Martin. Knocks the ball away and knocks it away once again.
Great defensive possession here. They're not letting them get any good looks anywhere near the hoop.
Coach Carver correctly points out that the shot clock was reset and shouldn't have been. There was no shot up on the rim. So they're going to have to try and figure out where the shot clock can be. They reset it to 8. And it looks like we will have possession out of bounds for Ossining. Oh, possession underneath for Ossining, and the shot clock is at 8 seconds. First substitution of the day, the sophomore Ryan McIntyre comes in for Tommy Martin as he goes over to the athletic trainer Francisco to take care of maybe a jammed finger. Ball deflected out of bounds. Ossining retains possession.
Tigers playing stifling defense this possession, doing a real great job of denying any type of flowing offense here. They're going to have to put a shot up.
Good dribble drive. The ball goes in and out on Maurice Walker. And here comes Renner the other way. Gets it over to Zanghini. Oh, nice, smart try by Zanghini. But DeAngelis does a great job of stepping in the passing lane and taking it away from Sharkazy. The three-pointer by Carr is good, and Ossining takes its first lead of the game, 7-5.
That was a smart shot. The Tigers weren't giving them anything in the paint, so they went outside and were able to take the lead.
Good job getting the ball up on the rim by Zanghini, but it is too strong. Karam's off, and here comes the Ossining Pride the other way. Carr handles it up top, gets it over to DeAngelis. They swing it back to Carr as they switch off, and now Sharkazy is guarding the guard. Good turnaround by Walker. He gets it up on the backboard, but it is wild and no good. Renner quickly the other way, gets it to Smith over to McIntyre and down to Sharkazy. Ossining wisely fouls there as Sharkazy had a point-blank shot. Ossining already with 4 team fouls, only 4.5 minutes into the game as Sharkazy gets a breather, and the junior Thomas Plunkett comes in for Will Sharkazy.
It's not a great position to be in with all those fouls this early in the game. I hope that doesn't come back to bite them.
Good entry pass by Renner, but Zanghini didn't have proper footing, so he had trouble getting the ball up. Walker with the hard three-pointer is too strong. Plunkett with his first rebound, and here comes Renner the other way. Difficult shot by Renner. Oh, and it looks like DeAngelis kicked the ball out, so it will be Mamaroneck ball. I think Renner expected a little bit softer defense there as he drove across the lane, so he went up for the shot. The hand was in his face and he was in the air with nothing to do. Tried to get it up on the rim unsuccessfully. Smith outlets to McIntyre, now over to Plunkett. Good jump stop there by McIntyre, but he goes into Walker for the charge.
Good attempt at finishing through traffic, but I think they're gonna call that one 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. It was a great attempt, but unfortunately Walker had position and maintained his stability inside there, and then got knocked down for the charge. Khalil Hawkins has the ball up top, gets it over to Carr. Carr has Renner facing him as Mamaroneck is employing a man defense. They try and get the ball into Walker. Plunkett definitely takes the ball away, and here comes Renner the other way. Nice pass out to McIntyre, and the three is no good.
That was a great look. Wide open right there.
Good fast break attempt there by Ossining. Walker ends up on the ground, and Smith ends up with his first foul. So with 1:56 remaining, Ossining leads 7-5. Mamaroneck has been scoring in bunches, especially to start the games here in their 5-0 start. So this is a little bit awkward for them as they're now down 8-5 with 2 minutes left. obviously want to find their rhythm. They get Tommy Martin back in, this time giving Gavin Zanghini a rest.
He is one of their main scorers on the outside, so they are going to need to find someone else to maybe pick up the slack while he's out there. As you said, they like to score in bunches early.
Great jump stop by Martin, and he lays it in for 2. They retake the lead now, 9-8. Good. Giving Ossining 10. The scoreboard still says 7, but I believe Mamaroneck has 9. Let's see if they're able to correct that.
I was wondering about that.
Sharkisy comes in for Smith as Tommy Martin picked up the foul there. Ossining at the line for the 3-point attempt.
Great body control to finish through the contact there at the end one.
Mamaroneck breaks the press. The skip pass from Plunkett over to Sharkisy. Now Renner dribbling up top. Renner calls McIntyre away, and they double Sharkisy down low. McIntyre does a good job penetrating. Shot no good. He gets the rebound on the carom, and traveling is the call.
I think it's definitely wise of them to double Sharkisy down in the paint like that. He has a clear size advantage against his man, so they need the extra body on him.
McIntyre comes out as Will Webb checks in, the junior guard. Has been a key bench player for this team, playing excellent defense. The shot is up and good, and it's now 13-9. The scoreboard's still saying 7. We're gonna have to correct that soon enough. Good pass there from Sharkisy. Webb turns and dribbles, now shoots. Shot is short. Sharkisy there with the rebound. The turnaround shot is good. 30 seconds remaining, and the shot clock is off as Ossining has the final possession. 15 seconds left. Carr now double teamed and trapped at center court. Tommy Martin does a good job of ball denial. Shot is up, no good, and 1 second left. The shot, no good, tipped, no good. So at the end of the first period, scoreboard says 13-9. We're gonna have to correct that. We'll be back in just a moment. So at the start of the second period, the scoreboard still says 13-9. There seems to be some confusion. They did not count Tommy Martin's bucket. We'll see if they're able to correct that maybe at halftime, as Mamaroneck has possession in the front court. Martin has it up top. Good jab step, gets it over to Sharkisy. Will Webb still in the game. Pass no good as it's stolen by Hawkins. He gets inside, the shot goes in and out, and Plunkett unable to corral the rebound.
Great job at getting back on defense there, stopping that fast break. Had that not hustled back, he would have had a free run at the hoop.
DeAngelis inbounds the ball awkwardly to Carr, but he comes down with the pass. Great job by Tommy Martin. He goes up, and lays it in. Little too much pressure to try and throw it down there. Did not want to take a chance at missing the dunk.
Yeah, I mean, the defender was pretty much right behind him, although he had a step or two, so I think it was a wise choice. Just go for the simple layup there.
Fortunate call there for Mamaroneck because it was a travel before a charge. So any foul on a key player on Ossining is helpful, and they will definitely take that charge. Plunkett doing a great job maintaining position. Pass down to Zanghini. Martin with the three. Just off the mark, and here comes Walker the other way. He does not have numbers, and he pulls it out. inside by Walker, and there is Hawkins laying it up, no good, but Walker with the follow-up, and it's now 15-11. It is 15-13. We are going to continue to report the score accurately, and now it is a tie score, even though the scoreboard is off by 2.
We do need to hopefully fix that. I mean, late in the game,
those 2 points could become crucial in a tight game like this, Tom. Great point.
You know, we know the score because we're keeping track, but you know, when you're in the fourth quarter, you don't remember 2 points you should have had from the first if they're not up there.
Mohamed Cease gets it over to Hawkins. Shot no good. Plunkett with the rebound. Renner brings it up, gets it to Martin. Martin into Sharkazy. Up on the backboard and in by Sharkazy. And it's now 17-15 Mamaroneck. I like this lineup, Tom, of having Plunkett and Sharkazy in the game at the same time. This Ossining team is playing well inside. Having those 2 players in there does a great job of closing off, especially with the defense of Zanghini like that. Here comes Renner the other way, gets it up to Sharkazy, and traveling will be the call, wave off the basket. Sharkazy tried the Euro step, but with the player right in his chest, that Euro step became a little too obvious as a travel.
Yep, he has been doing a great job of utilizing his size down there. He certainly has, you know, a couple inches on the defender, so.
We have a timeout on the floor. We'll be back in just a moment. So we're back after the timeout. Had a discussion with the scorers table, Tom, and everyone on the scorers table has it as 15-15. We can check the videotape. I'm pretty sure that I did not get this wrong. It should be 17-15 right now.
Yeah, I believe you're right. I mean, I didn't see them change it.
So unfortunately, the official score right now is 15-15. That is the way we're going to report it. We'll see if at halftime we can get this corrected. But in the meantime, Ossining has possession underneath.
It'll be very interesting if this ends up being a 2-point game when it's all said and done.
Good job by Plunkett. Goaltending is the call as Walker goes up after the ball hits the backboard and tries to block the shot, so that will be 2 points. So it's now 17-15 Mamaroneck. I'm going to try not to belabor the point that it should be 19-15. We'll try and get that corrected at some point in the future.
Definitely not the kind of confusion you want in a close game like this.
No, they are definitely going to need those 2 points as it is a close game here with 4:48 remaining. Good deflection by Mamaroneck. Ossining once again with possession under the basket. Inbound, deflected by Plunkett once again. Sharkazy with the carom. Oh, Ethan Renner tries to get it to Plunkett.
Might have been an ill-advised pass there, I think.
Yep, the pass was picked off, and now Ossining came the other way. The 3-pointer no good. Carom goes straight to Hawkins. And now Ossining has it on the right block. Walker being guarded by Plunkett, pulls up for the jumper, short rim, no good. Loose ball foul on Tommy Martin. Good job by Smith to corral that pass from below. Ossining tries to work it around the outside, then gets it inside to Shylon. Good defense there by Mamaroneck. Ball is deflected and is Mamaroneck's ball. 3:55 to go. Martin now now gets it up to Renner in the center court circle. They call the play. Zanghini comes over to get the pass. He's in the right corner. Martin gets cut off. Plunkett swings it to Renner. His first three-point attempt is too strong. Sharkisy with a great job tapping it out. Tyson Chandler style. Oh, and there's Plunkett right inside. Beautiful job of passing by Renner to the junior forward.
And a great effort by Plunkett to save that possession there.
Traveling, obviously, will be the call on Naz Shalan. Tommy Martin from the wing hits the free throw extended shot to give them a 6-point lead. Under 3 minutes to go in the half.
We talked about them scoring in bunches, and this is certainly what we're seeing in the last couple minutes.
I'll tell you, a scoring discrepancy at home is not something you expect as Walker hits the baby jumper in the lane to bring it to a 4-point deficit for Ossining. Renner absorbs the contact there, no foul as it goes between his legs. He's able to maintain possession. Being pressured up top by Kalel Hawkins. Sharkisy is tied up by Shylon. And Ossining gets possession as the arrow is pointed their way. Zanghini out ahead of the pack, lays it up, too strong off the backboard. No good. Full court pressure.
There.
Walker with the jumper, too strong. Sharkisy with the rebound. Good pass by Martin to Plunkett, but they tie him up once again, as in order to bring that ball in, he brought it down low and they were able to get their hands on it.
Both teams playing pretty tough down there in the paint. We've seen a lot of contact down there with a couple jump balls now.
Beautiful inbound by Martin to Sharkisy. A quick 2 points for Mamaroneck, and they push the lead back up to 6. A minute 34 to go. We have a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment. Walker has it to inbound, gets it to Hawkins. Mamaroneck applying soft pressure. Oh, and a deflection by Zanghini. Oh, taken away by... Beautiful job by Shylon, taking it right out of Renner's hands. And another deflection by Zanghini. Ossining slows it down a little bit. 22 seconds left on the shot clock.
I think that's what they needed to do for this, this last couple of series. They've been playing pretty fast and not really getting the type of looks that they, would probably want.
Oh, beautiful blocked shot by Sharkisy. Desperation heave as the shot clock was expiring by Jaden Carr is no good. Plunkett with the rebound, and Renner brings it across the mid-court. Renner unable to find the range. Sharkisy fights for the rebound. Shylon comes away with it, and here comes Ossining the other way. The shot clock is off as there's 25 seconds left in the first half.
It was a good look behind the pick on the shot, but...
Timeout called with 18.7 remaining. We'll be right back. Good deflection again by Zanghini on the inbound there. Hawkins drives the lane, no good, but a foul, so he'll be at the line for 2. 13.4 remaining here in the first half, with a score under question, currently showing 23-17. Free throw rips out. Score remains the same. Coach Casey for Ossining getting a substitution in, getting Shylon out, bringing Jordan Smith back in, the junior. He sinks the second free throw, and now Mohamed Cease comes in for the shooter, Khalil Hawkins. Ill-advised pass by Sharkazy to Zangini. Gets picked off. Walker drives all the way to the rack. Goes in and out. 1 second remaining off the backboard and no good. So at the end of the first half, Mamaroneck with an up and down start to the game. They do have a 5-point lead going into halftime. We'll be back in just a minute here on LMC Varsity Sports. So at the start of the second half, Mamaroneck has a 23-18 lead. Ossining with possession. With Tom Sacco, I'm Steven Astis for LMC Varsity Sports here at Mamaroneck High School. Tom, it was a pretty solid first half.
It was, Mamaroneck took a little while to get going, but then once they got their offense in rhythm, they made a bit of a run. They have an okay lead at the moment.
Good double clutch there from Walker. Gets the ball in over Sharkazy, so it's now a 3-point game. Never were able to get any clear resolution on the scoring discrepancy. The official scores table and the bench all has it as 23 for Mamaroneck, so we will go with that moving forward.
We'll see how that turns out to affect the outcome. It's been a close game this whole time, so.
Good shot there by Sharkazy going under the backboard with the left hand, pushing it back to a 5-point lead. Nice shot there by Carr over the outstretched arms of Sharkazy. Renner and Sharkazy looking to break the press here. Soft press, he dribbles it across, now gets it to Smith. Ossining in a matchup zone here as Smith gets it down low to Sharkazy, has the ball knocked away. And Mamaroneck has possession with 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Foul on the inbound as Naz Shalon got in the way of Shane Smith trying to cut. Now Shane Smith will inbound the ball as they switch up the inbound play.
Mamaroneck's had pretty good ball movement coming out of the half. They're not rushing anything. They're looking for the open shot.
Martin with the ball on the right corner. Takes one dribble, gets it over to Sharkazy. He thinks about the three for a second. And now Zangini swings the ball to Renner. All the way around to the other side to Martin. Smith has the ball over to Martin. He pulls up for three. Front rim, no good. Walker with the rebound. Oh, and Walker picks up his dribble, thinking he was going to pass over to Shalon. He was not looking for the ball, and so the extra step creates the travel. Oh, they call Renner on the little pickup of his pivot foot before he puts the ball on the ground. Traveling gives the ball right back to Ossining.
Don't quite know if I agree with that call. It didn't look that egregious from here, at least.
It definitely qualifies as a tic-tac call, or a ticky-tack call, I believe is the saying. Walker with the ball at the top of the key. He jumps the pass to DeAngelis. Shot is no good. Smith pounces on the rebound, and Renner has it. Pass over to Smith, gets it to Martin on the corner. Zangini curls around the pick, but the shot rattles in and out.
Tigers have to get back in the rhythm they had just before the half here. They've had a couple errant shots here, a couple good looks, nice plays, but shots just haven't fallen for him.
Great job by Martin there, slapping the ball away. Renner swings it to Smith to Zangini. Now Martin has it, collects the ball. The three is no good, but he is fouled on the shot, and he will go to the line for 3 free throws.
It's a nice play there. He mishandled the ball for a second, but was able to get the shot off anyway. And while it didn't go in, he'll get some free chances now, so it might not work out too bad.
Off the right rim, no good on the first. He has 2 more. Mamaroneck has been solid all season, jumping out to their 5-0 start. They started with a win against Henry Hudson, 58-29, as Martin sinks the second. Their second win was against Ossining in the finale of the Sleepy Hollow tournament. They had held Ossining to 14 points through the first 3 quarters and cruised to a 51-34 win. Their third victory was 77-57 against Carmel, which you saw here earlier this week. Zangini for 3, no good, short. Sharkisy with the rebound, and the putback is good, so it's now 28-22.
You know, as we said before the game, this game is ending up much closer than the last time these two teams played. They've seen each other once.
Walker got away with the step there. The shot is no good, as it was a foul before the shot. Let me correct something here. The 77-57 win was against Roosevelt. And then they went on to beat Spring Valley 59-46. Gavin Zangini had 23 points in that game. And then an up and down game against Carmel, where Mamaroneck wasn't as sharp offensively as they like to be. Ethan Renner had 20 points in that game, and Sharkisy with 13 points, 7 rebounds, and Zangini 9 points and 9 rebounds, and Tommy Martin with 8 points in that game accounted for the bulk of the scoring. Now here in Game 6, it is Sharkisy leading the way so far today.
He's been doing a great job down low. Using his size to his advantage.
They've had contributions, Tom, from all over the floor, but it has been Sharkisy down low that has done the most damage against this Austin defense.
Yep, I mean, they don't really seem to have anyone that can match up with his size at this point. They've doubled him a few times, which has been on and off.
Right, and they even went for that ball denial double team to prevent him from even getting the pass down low.
I think that's their best bet, is to keep going to Sharkisy down low, as he's just really too big for them at this point. They don't really have anybody close to his size on this team.
Good job from Zangini getting the ball to Martin, but his spin move is no good, and he seems to be coming up a little hobbled. Over the back is the call on Walker as Renner boxes out. Tries to prevent Walker from getting the rebound. He reaches right over him for the putback. And the loose ball foul gives the ball back to Mamaroneck as Tommy Martin takes a seat. It looks like he has another cramp. He's been having problems with that. Such an athletic player, moving so fast and fluid, you're gonna cramp up every once in a while.
Yep, you know, it is hot in a lot of these high school gyms, and you know, just a little dehydrated, that could definitely happen.
Ryan McIntyre in for Martin. Beautiful pass down low to Sharkazy. Shot is no good. Smith once again with the rebound. McIntyre with the jump stop. And he is pushed while in the air. 4 team fouls here in the second quarter. So not in the bonus yet. 3:27 remaining. Mamaroneck with the 4-point lead. Remaining in the third quarter, I should say. Renner with a nice head fake. But then the pass goes through Sharkazy and Ossining comes running the other way. 3-point attempt from Carr is no good, and they call a loose ball foul. Pointed Mamaroneck's way, but that was just an errant point. It is a loose ball foul on Mamaroneck. Ossining retains possession.
A lot more foul calls this quarter than we've seen in the second quarter, and a little bit in the first.
It has been physical all game, Tom. You're right, and they are trying to clean that up, it seems, here in the third quarter.
And there's been a lot of contact down low. A couple jump balls going both ways.
3-point attempt from Smith, no good. Sharkazy chases down the rebound as DeAngelis goes to the ground hard. Renner gets it to Sharkazy, over to Zangini. The 3-pointer is good.
It's a great play there. Behind the back pass to Zangini. And he's going to look to get, his shot hasn't been falling as much as he might have wanted to today, but that might be what he needed to get his rhythm going.
A great trait of Zangini as he now steps into the starting role for Jared Bader, who graduated last year. He is hitting his outside shots, but even when he's not, he does so many other things on the floor. Playing stout defense, chasing down loose balls, great passing on the offensive end, always in motion. Really helps create fluidity on the offensive side.
And if that shot does begin falling, then that's just yet another added dimension to this offense that, as we know, likes to score the ball.
So the lineup for Mamaroneck here is Renner and McIntyre at the guards, Zangini and Smith at the forwards, and Sharkazy at the center position. Of course, Sharkazy is listed in the game program as a forward, but that just speaks to, again, the fluidity of the way that Carver runs his lineups. He doesn't just camp Sharkazy down low as a traditional center.
I mean, we've seen some great passes from Sharkazy this game, He's not just a guy in the post.
Right. Shane Smith out on DeAngelis. Nice steal attempt by McIntyre. He recovers okay. Carr pulls up and then passes it to Mohamed Cissa. And Cissa doesn't notice that the shot clock was at 1 and goes to dribble away from the basket, and it is a shot clock violation. Thomas Plunkett now checking in for Shane Smith. So 3 seniors, a junior and a sophomore, now on the floor for the Tigers.
The Tigers have some good size on the court now, so we'll see if they look to bang it down low.
Ossining now in a matchup zone. McIntyre puts it up on the rim, no good. Plunkett with the rebound, he brings the ball down and gets tied up, but the foul is called. He will go to the line for 2. No foul. Sorry, foul is not on the shot, so Plunkett, it will not be shooting. Mamaroneck will have the ball underneath. The officials rule that the foul took place just before Plunkett went back up for the shot. I think that was the correct call. Renner tries to get the ball into Plunkett. Can't find him, so he gets it to Zangini, who pulls up And the ball bounces off the front of the rim, the backboard, and in.
A nice move to create space there and drain that shot. And like we said, he looks that he might be getting into a rhythm here.
Good trap job, triple team there. Timeout called by Coach Mike Casey as he saw that things were not going to turn out well right before McIntyre gets his hands on the ball to try and tie up the Ossining player.
Definitely a wise timeout there. I mean, he was suffocating in there. So
Mamaroneck now with a 9-point lead with a minute 21 remaining in the third. We'll be back in just a moment. Minute 21 remaining, 33-24 is the score remaining in the third again. Good job by Mamaroneck to tie him up as he falls to the ground. McIntyre with the steal. Dribbles all the way down to the rack and cannot get the ball up on the backboard. It is knocked out of bounds and remains Mamaroneck ball. Great effort there by McIntyre as he tries to go with the reverse.
Mamaroneck has been playing stifling defense these last couple of possessions, not even giving them room to breathe with the ball.
Great pass inside to Shane Smith. The glue guy for this Mamaroneck team gets his shots every once in a while, and he definitely makes a count there. Oh, Ethan Renner knocked that ball away. He felt he had gotten all ball. I think I heard a little skin slap there. I think that's what the referee heard too, and so he made that call. And here comes the Section 1 AA Offensive Lineman of the Year. Aiden French checking in for Ethan Renner, so McIntyre will move over to the point as Mamaroneck goes big with French in the middle, Plunkett and Smith as the forwards. Zanghini moves to the shooting guard spot.
There's a lot of extra size they have down there now.
With Tommy Sacco, I'm Steve Anastas coming to you from Mamaroneck High School. Mamaroneck at 5-0. Ossining at 2-4. This is Mamaroneck's last game before the winter break, where they will go to New Hampshire for their annual pilgrimage to that tournament. McIntyre with good ball defense. Zanghini knocks it away, but McIntyre can't chase it down in time. So with 18 seconds left on the shot clock, 28.3 left in the quarter, Ossining retains possession. Carr passes over to Hawkins in the corner. The three-pointer no good. Walker's there for the putback. No good on the putback. Loose ball foul as Plunkett comes up with the rebound. We'll see what the call is.
I don't really know what that call is. I didn't really see any.
Foul is on Shane Smith, number 20. As Coach Carver wants to bring in another sub, doesn't want Smith getting another foul, and the sophomore, Alex Burney, three-sport star, plays football, basketball, and lacrosse for Mamaroneck, played varsity football as well this fall. 12 seconds left here in the quarter as Jaden Carr holds the ball up top. Dribbles around the right side, takes an extra step, and you hear the groan from the crowd as they were waiting for the official to make the call, and he does.
There was no openings there left by the Mamaroneck defense for anything to get going there.
Carver keeps his unit on the floor as Plunkett looks to inbound, gets it to Aiden French. 1 second left, Zanghini tries to get free for the shot, cannot get it off in time. So at the end of the third period, it is Mamaroneck 35, Ossining 24 here on LMC Varsity Sports. At the start of the fourth quarter, Sharkazy will inbound for Mamaroneck. Up by 11 here to start the fourth quarter. They have Renner and McIntyre at the guards with Plunkett, Sharkazy, and Zanghini at the forward spots. Shark is a little strong with that shot, rolls out. Walker looks for a shot, but gets it over to Hawkins. Three-pointer too strong. Zangini with the rebound. He is pressured, breaks it down, gets it over to Renner. Renner to Shark as he down to Plunkett. Plunkett pump fakes. The shot is up, no good. So he'll be at the line for two.
You know, Mamaroneck is not really scoring as much as they've been used to this season, but I think they've made up for it this game with some real stifling defense. Really not giving Ossining any opportunities for any easy shots whatsoever this game.
They are averaging just under 62 points a game. Looks like they are going to fall far short of that total today. Ossining has played fantastic defense as Plunkett sinks the second free throw. A nice 13-point cushion is just what they needed with 7:20 remaining. Oh, the steal by McIntyre, and he is slammed to the ground by Khalil Hawkins. The seventh foul of the second half. So McIntyre should be at the line shooting a 1-and-1. And he is. He will go to the line. An excellent free throw shooter, easy for me to say, Tom. And an overall shooter, and also a varsity baseball player. He's the shortstop for the varsity team. Had an excellent JV season, got called up midway through the season for the playoff run to the sectional championship game. The three-pointer from DeAngelis is good in the corner, cuts it to a 10-point lead. McIntyre now dribbles to the rim, gets it up, no good, but the foul on Ossining will put McIntyre at the line for two.
Number 15, Ryan McIntyre, to the line for the tackle.
Free throw is good from McIntyre. They'll get another one.
Not really what Ossining needs at this point, down 10. They've had a little foul trouble this quarter.
Carr gets it over to Maurice Walker. Walker is fouled up high by Renner. He is baffled by that call.
Refs certainly are not very stingy with the foul calls here tonight.
No, they have been handing them out liberally, Tom. You are absolutely right about that. 6:52 remaining. Mamaroneck with the 12-point lead. McIntyre guarding the inbounder. DeAngelis gets it back to Carr in the backcourt. Renner picks him up as he crosses the timeline. Carr's shot is too strong, and Zangini knocks the ball out. It will be Ossining ball with the new shot clock. Pass into the corner to Carr. Good defense from Renner. Oh, and they call the foul on Renner, chasing Carr down from behind. Only his second foul of the game. His first one came about 20 seconds ago.
So now, both teams have had multiple possessions in a row with fouls.
Mamaroneck now with 6 team fouls. Good pass to DeAngelis. Ball rattles around the rim and then pops out, but he will be at the line for 2 as McIntyre fouled him on the shot.
Correction, number 15, Ryan McIntyre.
Coach Carver has all 4 of his timeouts, whereas Coach Casey for Ossining is only left with 2 timeouts. DeAngelis sinks the first free throw. We have an official timeout as the scorers table wants to check on something. Some question about who committed that foul. Obviously no question to us, to the viewers. We saw McIntyre foul DeAngelis as he charged to the lane. So they get that sorted out, and now both teams are in the bonus. DeAngelis sinks the second free throw. It's now a 10-point game with 6:24 remaining. Renner gets it up to Plunkett. Zangini has it in the lane. Puts it up with the left hand, no good, and Sharkazy on the loose ball foul, reaching over the top to try and tap that rebound away from Walker. That's Sharkazy's 4th foul, so they substitute Shane Smith in for him. So he is around to play in the waning moments of what is becoming a close match here in the 4th quarter.
And, you know, when there's a physical game like, you know, as physical as this has been, there's bound to be some foul calls, but the refs are certainly not going with the let them play mentality.
I think that's an understatement here, Tom.
Thank you.
Well said. DeAngelis off on the 3-point attempt, but another offensive rebound by Ossining. Shane Smith knocks it away. Loose ball finally brought in by McIntyre, and now Renner gets it over to Smith. McIntyre has it as he crosses the timeline. Zangini looking for Plunkett. Plunkett has it on the post against the smaller DeAngelis. McIntyre gets it over to Renner. They're looking for their shot. Zangini goes up with the shot. He is knocked to the ground and will go to the line for 2.
Charge the foul to number 23, Zayshawn Goodson of the Pride. That's his second, team's ninth. Zangini goes to the line for the time.
McIntyre's first free throw is pure, extending it to an 11-point lead here. Sorry, Zangini with the free throw. Second free throw is good. So the lead is back up to 12. Carr has it, gets it over to Smith. Carr looks to penetrate, doesn't have an opening. Renner takes the ball away after the deflection. Goes up and lays it in.
Great defensive play there.
Fantastic, Tom.
Pluck the ball out of the air and then beat the man on the fast break. Picture perfect finish on the layup. Just great play all around.
Walker with the lay-in and the foul. He hits the court hard and looks like landed on his coccyx bone. The tailbone is definitely going to be sore there. He hit that hardwood very hard, and he's having trouble even standing right now. He gets a round of applause as he's able to bring himself to his feet and tries to walk it off. Take another look at it. It was definitely a hard foul, only in so much as he didn't have his feet under him after he absorbed the contact and put the ball in. There were no feet there to cushion his fall, and he ended up landing right on his rear.
The only thing under him was the hardwood floor there. That did not look like it felt good.
No, I could feel that one up here, Tom. A little too strong with the 3-point attempt.
So he's toughing it out, didn't have to leave the court or anything.
Renner with another runner. Lays it in off the glass with the kiss. Good denial defense there by Zangini. Deflects the ball away, takes it away, brings it across half court, and now runs the offense from the point. Renner gets it over to Plunkett. The three-pointer is good. Fantastic distribution there by Renner, finding Plunkett in the corner, and the junior drains the three.
Points certainly coming in bunches now for Mamaroneck.
Full timeout, Mamaroneck.
If we keep playing like this, we may have spoken too soon about them not quite reaching their average points per game.
This has definitely been a high-scoring fourth quarter for Mamaroneck here. Now up 48-31 with 4:40 remaining in the game. They certainly can get to that 62-point mark here. Only 14 points away, and you know that Ossining is going to start fouling at a certain point, putting them at the line, so Mamaroneck may not have any choice but to continue scoring points. They will look to slow the ball down, though, Tom. I think you'd agree.
Yep, I mean, they have a comfortable lead. There's no need to be chucking threes at this point, so.
So Mamaroneck looking to go 6-0 here in the 2018-2019 campaign. Their 18-5 record last year, making it to the Section 1 Class AA semifinals, with the 18 wins being the most wins in program history. We are certainly seeing a high point in Mamaroneck sports as DeAngelis travels with the ball in the backcourt, thought about passing it and then put it on the floor, but took a step too soon. Zangini is fouled and will go to the line with 4:28 remaining. Tom, it really is a remarkable thing. I've known this, of course, that the senior and junior class this year was going to be a standout class for athletics in Mamaroneck, as my son is a junior and part of that collection of athletes. I've seen these kids playing since they were little, and they've been dominant all through their playing career here in Mamaroneck. So now you have one of the top football programs in the section, you have one of the top basketball programs in the section, one of the top soccer programs in the section, one of the top hockey teams in the state. Of course, they're struggling this year, but they are perennially one of the top teams in New York State, being a state champion just a few years ago, as Shane Smith ties up Ossining. Possession going to Ossining, so they'll keep the ball, 4:18 remaining. And then, of course, the three-time state champion in baseball, where Coach Schiaparelli is, beautiful job by Shane Smith, deflecting the inbound and then taking it away, and he is fouled and will go to the line. Now, I believe, in the double bonus, so he'll be shooting two. Just to round that out, one of the top lacrosse programs in the section. And then when you move over to the girls' side, they are just as good, if not better.
That's right.
Getting all the way to the states for field hockey, having won the state title a few times themselves, and then a stellar swimming program, and girls soccer and lacrosse, both one of the top sections teams in the section. Just through and through, across the board, Mamaroneck sports has never looked better.
Yeah, I mean, I've been here for about a year covering Mamaroneck, and pretty much every single sport I covered, there was some type of run in the playoffs.
Shane Smith deflecting the ball again.
Any sport so far pretty much has been very successful.
You really struggle to find a sports team in the high school program that is not near or at the top of their league and the section. Walker thinks about dribbling, but then pulls up for the three. Doesn't catch anything, and the air ball is corralled by Zangini. Renner now with some nifty dribbling there against DeAngelis. McIntyre with his own dribbling display as he gets the ball in to Plunkett. His pass back out to McIntyre is deflected out of bounds, so with 3:39 remaining, Mamaroneck with the 20-point lead.
Mamaroneck's done a great job of breaking this game wide open this fourth quarter especially. It was pretty close the whole entire 3 quarters, and now they seem to be running away with it.
Personally, I attribute that to the stellar conditioning of the Mamaroneck athletes.
I mean, they look just as fresh now as they did when the game started. You don't really see anyone, panting around, hands on hips or anything like that.
A lot of 6 a.m. workouts in our brand new fitness center here at Mamaroneck High School as the shot clock is winding down to 5. Behind the back to McIntyre. 3-pointer off the rim, no good. Plunkett with the rebound. Can't get it in. Ossining comes the other way. Pass down low is blocked by Plunkett. Zangini has it in the front court, goes into the lanes. Shiftiness pays off as Zangini gets his own rebound, puts it back with the left, and the foul.
It's great tenacity from him there. I mean, he was not going to be denied that bucket.
Thomas Plunkett gets a well-deserved rest as Aiden French spells him here with 2:59 remaining. Score 53-31 as Zangini will be at the line to convert the traditional 3-point play. And it is nothing but net. 54-31. So impressed, Tom, with Gavin Zangini. Such a fantastic athlete all through his youth. Ran into a bit of a roadblock last year with all the talent and skill that was on this Mamaroneck roster last season. He couldn't find his way into the lineup and rotation. Got some minutes here and there and was very talented and productive when he played. Now stepping into the starring role, he has lived up to the billing and beyond.
I mean, we've seen him make a couple great plays tonight. Just saw one. Even when he's not contributing as many points, scoring, he's been making great passes and playing great defense on the other end.
Shane Smith smartly walks it back out with 23 on the clock, now 19. Aiden French looks to post up, gets it out to McIntyre, dribbles to the free throw line. Shot is no good, and the loose ball foul called on Shane Smith, so the ball will go the other way. Smith will take a seat as Alex Verney getting some minutes here in the fourth quarter. So the lineup now, McIntyre and Webb at the guard positions. Ethan Renner drops down to the forward along Alex Verney and Aiden French. 3-point attempt from Jaden Carr is pure, and timeout called by Coach Casey. It is 54-36 with 2:08 remaining. We'll be back in just a moment on LMC Varsity Sports. Ryan McIntyre now will inbound the ball. Ossining with a gentle press. Verney has it, gets it over to Will Webb. No foul called. Loose ball to Webb. He goes to the left hand and in. Beautiful job picking up that loose ball. Is the junior guard, Will Webb. Oh, and Webb once again cuts off the passing lane, but he loses the ball.
Looked like he was a little too excited to get to the hoop there again. He stumbled a little while trying to corral that ball.
The jumper from Walker is no good. Foul called on Aiden French. Oh, and a technical foul called on Mohamed Cease. Cece is his name, sorry. I'm not sure if he's been ejected from the game, but he has been removed from the court, from the lineup anyway, and now he's going to take a seat on the bench.
Not quite sure what that was about. Might have said something we couldn't hear from
One
up
of
here.
those naughty words that referees and officials throughout never want to hear.
Yep.
Whether it was directed at the officiating or Aiden French, they just don't want to hear that kind of talk on the court. Sportsmanship being paramount at the high school level. So Renner will be at the line to shoot the technical free throws. Rattles around and in, and he sinks the first one. Second is nothing but net, much cleaner. And now Quinn Reevy and Gabe Tomchek will come in for McIntyre and Renner. The two juniors will play a part in the rotation next year. Now they're getting some minutes here in the waning moments. Will Webb will handle the point. Tomchek over to Verney. Verney to Webb. Tomchek cuts into the lane. Spins, the pass is deflected. And traveling is the call on Mateo Mara. So 58.3 remaining. Mamaroneck will have possession under the basket. Reevy will inbound. They're only 4 points away from that 62-point mark.
They still could make it, especially with, if they decide to foul.
Tom, I have to agree. I really didn't think there was any chance they'd get there, but their conditioning really proved vital there, as they were just as fresh in the fourth quarter, as you said. Reevy for the three. French with the rebound, and he is fouled and will go to the line. The crowd favorite will toe the stripe for the free throws. French will be playing football at Hamilton College, where my nephew plays football. So they'll be teammates there. First free throw a little too strong. And he sinks the second free throw, rattles it in for his first points of the game. And I suspect maybe his first points of the season.
Yeah, I mean, the crowd was pretty excitable after that free throw, so you may be right.
Three-pointer from Mara is good, so it's back to a 20-point game. Shot clock is off. Webb will dribble out the time. He is guarded by Mara, passes it over to Tomchek, who knocks the ball off his knee, and the backcourt violation will give the ball to Ossining. 11 seconds remaining. This has been a fantastic victory for Mamaroneck. You do not want to get bitten with a loss on the second time playing an opponent, and they were sure to seal up this victory.
Had a tremendous fourth quarter that really sealed this one up for him.
Great job by Webb deflecting that pass and taking it away, and that will do it. So the final score is Mamaroneck 59, Ossining 39. We'll be back in just a minute with post-game interviews with the player of the game and our post-game reactions here on LMC Varsity Sports. I'm here with the player of the game, Ethan Renner. Ethan, it's been a fantastic start to the season. You're now 6-0. You guys had a fantastic last season too. How do you see things moving forward for this team as you head into the tournament at Keene State and beyond?
Well, in Carver's, I think 14 years here, we've never been 6-0, so that was a goal we wanted to get to. Unfortunately, we got it today, and we're just trying to win we think we can beat everyone that we play, so we're just trying to win every game, get the best seed possible, and make it back to the county center and beyond.
You've been playing with this crew pretty much your entire life. You're a Mamaroneck resident your entire life. You've known these guys for that long. Do you feel that that helps you as the leader and point guard of the team?
Definitely. I think the entire starting five played together 8th grade Tri-County basketball. So we just know where we're going to be. We have so much chemistry out on the court, and I think that helps us so much. And the young guys are really stepping up, and we're learning with them too.
You don't always look for your shot. You've got a fantastic shot. You don't always look for your shot. How do you decide when to distribute and when to score?
Well, all the coaches always yell at me to shoot more because I like to get my guys. We got some great shooters: Will, Tommy, Gavin, and everyone else on the bench. But I just got to be aggressive when it's not falling for everyone else. It's kind of when I try and step up and get some points on the board.
All right, just to have a little fun here, at the end of the game, I saw you playing down low as the reserves started coming in. Do you find yourself playing as a big man? What do you think of yourself as a big man?
Well, when I'm down there with the trees, it's a little different, kind of looking up at everyone now, but it's fun. I'm trying to be tough, so just doing what I can.
All right, what do you see going forward for this team? Where do you see yourself going?
Honestly, I think we can go to places we've never been before, and a lot of people say that, but I really mean it.
I'm Tom Sacco here on LMC Varsity Sports. I'm here with Coach Carver, and congratulations on the win, first of all. So you guys had a tremendous fourth quarter. Was there a different approach that you had going into the fourth quarter?
Yeah, we wanted to try to just keep the ball in front. It felt like we didn't really do that in the first half. Wanted to keep the ball in front and make things a little bit difficult for them and focus on rebounding. Then get in the open floor and get some easy baskets, and I felt like that was the formula we wanted to try to do early on. Unfortunately, it didn't work until the second half.
We've been told you have a big emphasis on conditioning for your team. How much does that come into play, and what type of things do you do to instill that in a team that always be fresh and?
Yeah, listen. I mean, the basketball is a game in which you got to be conditioned. You got to be able to play for a full 32. So we take a lot of pride in being able to get in here and work in terms of practices and get in the weight room and all of that stuff. So it's very, very important if you're going to play this game at a high level and be able to perform the way you need to.
So you guys got a tournament coming up this holiday break.
Yep.
What do you see? How are you guys preparing any differently for that, or
no,
business
not preparing
as usual?
any differently. I feel like we had a week off. Unfortunately, after the Spring Valley game, and I feel like we haven't really been ourselves since. So we're going to try to find ourselves and go out there. We have not won this tournament in the 3 or 4 years that we've been there, so we definitely want to come back with some hard work.
So you've heard from Ethan Renner, you've heard from Coach Carver. Obviously, conditioning is key on this team, and it is truly proving beneficial for this roster as he was able to play more players because they got a nice, comfortable lead. A couple players got into foul trouble. Those players came in and played a key role in extending that lead in the fourth quarter.
Right. I mean, took a little while for them to get in an offensive rhythm, but in that fourth quarter, they really hit their stride and they, exploded. Got a big 20-point lead, and I think that conditioning that we talked about had a lot to do with it.
So the first 6-0 start in Coach Carver's tenure here with Mamaroneck, and they are 7th in the Low HUD Section 1 rankings, all overall in Section 1, regardless of Catholic League or whether you're Class 2A or Class Single A or anywhere. So they are in a lofty place that they haven't really found themselves before. We know that this team is grounded and they have high expectations for themselves. We heard Coach Carver mention that they haven't really been playing the way that he expects them to since that Spring Valley tournament. They'll look to get that back as they travel to New Hampshire and Keene State, and then we'll see how the season progresses moving forward. They've been healthy, which is key, and they've been playing some great basketball, Tom. Right,
and as we just heard Coach Carver say a few moments ago, that they've been allowing more points than they would like to at home here, and we saw tonight that they really clamped down and played good defensive ball and didn't give up that many points, so I think they're on the right path.
I think the best thing that they can point to as a team is that they're supporting starters, not necessarily Sharkazy or even Zangini, but Tommy Martin and Ryan McIntyre and Ethan Renner himself have not really been scoring consistently. But you know that they're going to start to find their shot and they're going to get more consistent as they get more comfortable playing together on the varsity level. As Ethan Renner mentioned, the starting unit has been playing together since 8th grade, so they know each other very well, but performing on the varsity level is a different story.
Right, yeah, certainly. I mean, they're obviously off to a good start, 7-0 now, so once they start gelling together even more, it'll be even better for them, I think.
So for Tom Sacco, I'm Steve Anastas. I'd like to thank the CEO, Matt Sullivan, and our sports producer, Rob Moretti. You've been watching LMC Varsity Sports on LMC TV.